Hey everybody, it's Maggie and I wanted to make a video to reach out to estranged children and say, I understand because I'm estranged from my own mother. And there are various reasons why people estrange. And yet, the one thing I have to say is that when I was estranged from my own mother at various times throughout my life after I became an adult, I never kept my children either from my mother, sisters, etc. There were times we didn't spend time together, but there was never a time I denied my children the opportunity to at least meet my mom or my extended family, etc. And today you have estrangement trifold, where adult children are either pulling grandchildren from their grandparents, or they're not allowing their children to meet the grandparents. And so it's one thing if you have beef with your parents, or you are disgruntled, or they said something that hurt your feelings, etc. But if your parent overall gave you a home, a safe home, where you were not exposed to illegal substances, and where your parent overall did provide for you, roof, whether it's an apartment, even if you had to go to a homeless shelter because the situation was volatile between your parents. If your parents did their very best for you, I want you to take that into consideration, because I know I wasn't a perfect parent. I know that I did things that, I'm not necessarily 100% proud of, but what I am proud of is that I told my daughters every single day I love them. I made sure they had an education. There were times we went to church. They also had ties to their family. They knew who their family was. We went to family events. They got to know who their grandparents were, great-grandparents, cousins, aunts and uncles, etc. And even if I had beef with my mom and I wasn't talking with her, I would still go to family parties where they could interact with, where my children could interact with my mom and talk with her and catch up and establish their own feelings about a relationship, whether they wanted to have one with her or not. So I just want to say, if you are estranged from your parents, that's one thing. But I want to plead out to estranged adult children, those who have children of their own. I wonder if there's a way that you can find it in your heart to allow your children the opportunity to get to know their grandparents, extended family, etc. And maybe if you have a trusted aunt or uncle or cousin that you are in contact with, if you would allow them the opportunity to spend time with your parents, your parent, etc. If your parent is no threat to your children, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, etc., and you know they're not going to harm them, you might want to give it a shot, because the last thing you need is your own children to come back and say, Mom, why did you not allow me to meet my grandma? I shouldn't have had to find her through 23andMe. I shouldn't have had to find out through an uncle or aunt that I had a grandma out there, that I had a lot of family members out there. Just give it a shot. The last thing you want to do is live with regrets, but most important, answer to your children as to why. I just wanted to say that. I hope this video helps, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.